All right, we're gonna work on the hips. You're gonna need a few things, but first, take those shoes off. All right, a few things you're gonna need. Number one, a cell phone or some means of timing yourself. You're gonna need a band. You're gonna need a foam roller, or in my case, a hard roller, because this thing is not foamy at all. It's real hard, because I like to go deep. An exercise ball. My exercise ball here is been deflating itself. All right, let's start with some stretches to the floor. Okay, we're gonna start with a stretch for the gluteus medius and piriformis hip muscles. And you're gonna cross your right leg over your left, put your foot flat on the ground, and you're just gonna grab this knee and pull it to the opposite shoulder. So I've got my right knee up. I'm gonna pull this knee toward my left shoulder. You can do it with just two hands like this, if that works for you. I like to take my entire arm, let's see, yeah, left arm around the right knee, get in close and pull. Now, I don't feel that much of a stretch right here, so what I'm gonna have to do is take my right foot on the ground and pull it up. So slide it closer to my hip. Now I feel a sweet stretch. All right, let's get the timer ready. So I've got the timer here set to 30 seconds. Cross the right foot over the left leg, pull that foot up, and begin. 30 seconds, here we go. Oh yeah, and don't slouch and hunch over when stretching. Get your spine nice and straight, sit up tall, and you'll feel that stretch go even deeper. Okay, we got 13 seconds left here. Always breathe. Deep, crazy, exaggerated breaths every time you're stretching. All right, switching legs. Left leg over the right. I'm pulling this foot up closer to my knee, to my hip, and starting the timer. Grab that knee, pull it to the opposite shoulder. Again, I've got my left knee up, and I'm pulling it toward my right shoulder. Oh yeah, I feel that stretching on the side of my butt. Those hip muscles. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 seconds left. Alrighty, next stretch. Similar, but you're gonna put your hands behind your hips, just behind your hips, not far away. Straight back, don't be slouching. For this one, you're gonna take your foot, cross it over just above your knee, and then, so I got my right leg crossing over my left, and now I'm gonna lift my left knee and slide my left foot back toward my hips. And at a certain point, you're gonna feel a sweet stretch going on. While you do this, don't let your upper body start caving down, right? You gotta be like a wall. All right, slide that foot up, get the stretch, 30 seconds, here we go. Remember, lean toward your legs here. Don't slouch back. Make the stretch work. Make it work. No lazy stretching. Stretching isn't resting. That's gonna be my new saying. Stretching isn't resting. Be focused. All right, other side. Left leg crosses over the right. Lift the right knee, slide the right foot in. Oh, this is my bad side. This is gonna be good. All right, here we go. How much time we got left? 16 seconds, all right. Three seconds left. All right, next, we're switching it up. We're gonna work on the hamstrings. We're gonna do two different things with the hamstrings. one at a time. So one leg bends in like this. You're gonna take your band. I like to just grab it like this. Wrap the bottom around your foot, right in the middle, right in the arch of the foot. Okay, so I have my left leg forward now, and it's straight. There's no bend in the knee or anything. I'm gonna sit nice and tall, and I'm gonna rotate my hips backward, like I'm trying to stick my butt out behind me. And get on my sit bones. Your sit bones is part of the pelvic bone. All right, nice and tall. And I'm holding the band, pulling on the band just a little bit, just enough to feel a stretch in the hamstring. And remember, you don't want to just round your back and your spine like this. We're not reaching for the toes, right? Stay tall, stay tall. It's very easy to feel a stretch from this position. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds of stretching, followed by 30 seconds of foam rolling on the hamstring. So we're moving back and forth from foam rolling and relaxing the muscle to stretching out the muscle. Ready? 30 seconds, here we go. Pull this foot in more, all right. Yep, I feel a stretch. I feel a stretch. Oh, something to also be mindful of is my toes are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Don't let your leg twist and tilt out of position. All right, that was 30 seconds on the left hamstring. Now, foam roller, left hamstring. I'm gonna cross my right leg over my left to put a little more weight on it. And here we go, 30 seconds of rolling the hamstring. So I don't just roll up and down the whole time. I'll roll around and I'll notice what's sore, what's tight. So I'm noticing toward the top and toward the inside of my leg is the tighter. So now I'm gonna start focusing. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, that hurts good. I'm gonna focus on the areas that are telling me that they need it more. All right, that was 30 seconds of foam rolling. Back to the band. Wrap that band around the foot. 30 more seconds, here we go. Yes, it does feel like it's stretching and getting a little bit looser. Oh yeah, this feels good. You don't have to stretch so hard that you're uncomfortable and miserable. You want to stretch smarter, not harder. All right, back to the foam roller. Still working the left hamstring. 30 seconds of foam rolling, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling the tight areas. It's right here, ooh. Ooh, what is that? Especially up toward the top, where my hamstring starts to become my glute. Way up there, it's tight. All right. So that was 2 rounds. 30 seconds of stretching, 30 seconds of foam rolling. Let's go ahead and switch to the right side. So I'm bending my left leg in, grabbing the strap. Here we go, 30 seconds. Oh yeah. After switching, now I feel the difference. This side's real tight still, hasn't been stretched at all. It's hard to even sit up straight. I'm gonna face you. Okay, and 30 seconds of foam rolling on the right hamstring. Yeah, same situation. I'm feeling it mostly toward the top and toward the inside. All right. And stretching again. 30 seconds, go. With most of these stretches, you'll notice my left hand is above my right hand here, closer to my right foot. I'm always thinking about that, that kind of twist. All right. 30 seconds foam roll. All right, now we're gonna stretch the quadratus lumborum, QL for short, the QL muscles. Those would be the low back. People that have low back pain, stiffness in the low back, it's usually the QL that's inflamed and giving them problems. So there are a lot of different ways of stretching this muscle. I'm gonna show you a bunch right now. Try them all out. You might find that one particular version of a QL stretch works better for you. Choose that one and roll with it. Okay, the first stretch is just sitting cross-legged like this, and you're going to want to pick one side. I'm going to start with my right QL. So if I want to stretch my right QL, I'm going to lean to my left and also rotate a little bit. So I'm leaning and rotating counterclockwise, like this, but only a little bit. First I lean, and then rotate a little bit. Oh yeah, that feels good. Reach and stretch with your arm. Now I'll show you the other side. I'm gonna lean and rotate a little bit. That feels good. You can also stick one leg out. So if I want to stretch my left QL, I'm gonna stick out my left leg. And as you lean over here, make sure your left hip isn't pulling up off the ground. You want to keep that down. Otherwise, you're just rolling over. You're not stretching anything. So I'm going to stretch over and then rotate a little bit. Other side. Stretch left and then start to rotate a little bit. Now this is a really good way to stretch it. This is a 90-90 sit, so my knees are at a 90-degree angle, and my legs up here at my hips are at a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to lean away from my left side. I'm gonna start with my left. And I'm gonna rotate around, and then I'm gonna reach with my left arm. And the further I reach, and the harder I reach, the more I can feel that QL stretching. This is probably my favorite version because I feel like it's the most targeted. It really isolates that spot. I'll show you again on the other side. Okay. Okay, and this is a bonus stretch for the QL, the quadratus lumborum. You will need a dowel and you will need a bench or a chair. You can't do this one on the floor. All right, so you're gonna sit on the edge of the bench or chair. You're gonna take your dowel, you're gonna put it right on the corner. You're going to grab as high up as you possibly can. Reach, reach, reach. And squeeze it so that your hand doesn't slide down. And then you're just gonna lean forward. Keep leaning forward. I can feel it deep inside. This version requires that you have a bench or a chair. It requires you have a dowel. But it skips all the other muscle groups and only isolates the QL. So from here, you're just gonna wanna take long, deep, slow breaths. It is your breathing that's going to stretch the muscle. As your lungs expand, it creates internal pressure, and that's what's going to gently stretch that muscle. So